How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Why Not Me podcast. I am your host, Jerry Ruiz. With us, we got the man in the streets of LA, King Vvibe, the man of the
What's
people.
poppin'?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
I'm doing fine. Everyone that's watching, what up? What up? So let's get this going. So, what are you doing right now, bro? How come you're wearing a mask?
Well, you know what I'm saying? I literally, you know what I'm saying? I work and I still work my jobs and stuff like that and do my music and stuff. I literally just got off and I didn't want to be late to this podcast. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go live. Before I go to the studio, I have a studio session tonight at 8 hour block. So you know what I mean? I'm just a man of my word. I didn't want to be late. So you know what I mean? I definitely didn't want to jump all the way all in traffic and be late for this podcast. So
That would,
definitely excited for
that would
this.
have been perfect, bro, being stuck in the car the whole time. By the time you're done with the podcast, you'd be there at the studio.
Most definitely. It's just studio so far though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's literally I record in Riverside, so you know what I mean, working all the way out there in Winnetka, which is kind of a distance. So
Nah, that's good, bro. Good thing you don't walk, right?
most definitely.
All right. So I'm gonna kind of ease you into this a little bit. Start with some like simple stuff. That way we could kind of feel each other's vibe. See who's the real
Okay,
king of the vibes.
definitely.
But I was gonna say, how did you come up with your name?
My name it came up because when I used to live in Seattle, Washington, I used to be a dance instructor at Rainier Beach Vista, and I used to teach hip hop, contemporary, all different types of different dances. And I had a couple of students that were um, they definitely weren't from the States. They were like a couple of them were from like Italy and different places. They could never pronounce vibe, Vibe. And this is before like I got serious into like music. So I at first I was just going by vibe, and when my dad he sat me down and he was like, "Yo, son, you know it's actually people are listening to your music. You need to go brand yourself and get everything copyrighted." So when I went down there, you know what I mean, I thought of the story of the kids and my students always calling me Vvibes all the time, even though it's pronounced vibe. Just the Vvibe came from the meaning of these beautiful children, these students that I used to teach how to dance every day, and just how they would call me that. So when I went down there to get a copyright, that's how I copyrighted my name and ownership and everything of it. So that's the reason behind that for sure.
I
It
was
ain't
gonna,
just the vibrations on how I was dancing and stuff like
hell yeah, yeah,
that.
that's pretty sick. All right, I see. I see now. I was gonna say, how are you gonna cap on them not knowing how to say it if you couldn't spell it? But I see why. I see why. But the V silent, right? The V silent.
Yeah, the V is silent, but it is what it is. It's the vibration of life.
Hell yeah.
Like my name Vibe, it come from, you know what I mean, not only just the dance, but just the vibration, because in hip hop, it's a vibration, you know what I mean? Healthy, independent people helping other people, that's hip hop. And I felt like even with dance, even with rap, it doesn't matter what it is, regardless, you gotta vibe with it. And I feel like if you pronounce it vibe, the vibration, it's just extra. So you give it to the world like that. And that's how I do it. So
Hell yeah. Hey, it doesn't matter how they pronounce it as long as they're listening, bro.
for sure.
And real quick, there's some people in the chat. Ruth Lopez Hernandez, Laura Mendoza, my
What up?
fiance. Sky's the limit. Angelica
What's up?
Santiago. I see you have a question, Angelica. I'll save it for the live question. We're gonna have a part where we'll ask King Vibe some stuff. So this that way
Most
you guys
definitely.
can interact with him, see if the vibrations are right. And
Mm-hmm.
it's funny because obviously when you record and you see the sound waves how they go up and
Yeah.
down. So when you say that like the vibration, there's literally vibration in music. Like what you hear is the vibe.
Isn't that lit?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Did you do that
That's
on
the
purpose?
vibration of life.
Cause I don't know. Sometimes stuff happens on accident and it just works dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I guess for the people that don't know who you are, what kind of music is it that you make?
I make all types of music. It just really depends on my vibration of the moment. Once again, it goes back to the vibration. Like I could be in the studio um, with my boy Pac-Man, for instance. Pac-Man, he does that rock EDM type of music, and then when I'm in the studio with him, that's the type of music that I'm writing. You know what I mean? But if I'm in the studio with baby girl, you know what I mean, we might be doing that rap to let people know what it is, or with Tay or whoever I'm in the studio with, the vibration comes. But the thing about it is, it all goes back to hip hop, healthy, independent people helping other people. So it just all depends on what it is. I never wanted to really target myself as just a rapper. I want to be, a lyricist, an artist, like somebody who's creating content. And I don't ever want the people to expect the same thing. I want to keep them guessing. So like, I may give them some poetry. I may give them some, I don't know, a gospel track. I may give them some trap. It just, I know people say like, it's not good to be bipolar in life, but I feel like with music, it's okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You got to be bipolar in the industry, because you never know what the people may like or what they may want. So
yeah, and then too, that helps spark your creativity, right? If you just stay the same way, you can't grow.
You gotta grow, and you gotta grow. If you stay the same, that's all you're gonna know. And that falls back into the place that I told my brother. I told him, you'll never know your greatness staying in one place. But if you travel the world, you didn't settle for less. And once you settle for less, that means you've accepted comfortability in life. You don't ever want to accept comfortability, so don't ever settle for less.
Hell yeah. Hey, I feel you, bro. This chair I have it looks comfortable, but it's hard as hell, bro. So it keeps me moving. It keeps me awake.
I like it.
And then you're out in the streets on the concrete, bro. That's not too comfortable either. But
like I said, I didn't want to miss it, so I stepped out for a second to do my thing before we go back into the studio. But I mean, we're gonna get it right.
Hell yeah, no, that's sick, bro. I definitely appreciate it. Everyone's busy. Everyone's time is money. Mm-hmm. Yours right now, especially. But you took your time to come on here, so we're gonna get the most out of it.
Most definitely.
So, like you said, you don't want to be typecasted, right? As like one thing, like a rapper or hip hop, But you kind of dabble here and there in different genres. Do you sing, bro?
Yeah. You know what? I sing in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been messing around with the auto tune a little bit here and there. My mom, I give the singing all to her. That's Yvonne Moore, Mrs. Kitty. If you guys want to take the time to check out her Motown music. My mom's a musician also. But I mean, I can sing a little bit, but I leave that up to my guys like J Truth and Sauce and all my homeboys that really sing. But I'm not afraid to do it.
But you try to not stay in your lane, but try to work with your strengths, right?
Absolutely.
Shout out to your moms. That's cool that she does that. I'm assuming that was a big influence in your career.
Yeah, she definitely influenced me. Just to be in the entertainment, but I definitely didn't just like go her direction and just try to take what she's built and try to run off of that. Like I left after high school and I started creating my own career after that. So I know there's a lot of kids out there, a lot of musicians that have parents that are already into the industry or are becoming into the industry, and they can fall off of that, what I'm saying, and use that. But I can honestly say I didn't use my mother or my father, but I loved them to death. But as far as my entertainment, they didn't really have too much to do with it.
All right, so hopefully your mom doesn't hear you say that she doesn't have bars, because she might get mad, bro.
Nah, I've never heard my mom rap, but I heard her sing though, So.
What's one of your favorite songs to sing to or to sing?
I got a single called "Hold You Down," and it's, what I mean. But I don't know. Like I said,
even like
if I hear a song on the radio, I'll start singing the lyrics. But I definitely ain't gonna be hitting the same keys.
No, exactly, bro. I feel you. I remember I seen like a TikTok. I don't know if you use TikTok, probably, but I seen a TikTok of some guy saying like, "Man, how come God didn't gift everybody with a talented voice?" Like he's always
exactly.
I wish I could just hit a high note out of nowhere. He's on my life would be so much better.
You probably could. I bet you hit it right now.
Nah. You can embarrass me on the show today, but not right now. It's too early.
Nah, it's all good. Like I said, I wouldn't even say that I was a singer. I would just say I'm just an open artist that's willing to try things. Like if I go to the studio, me behind that microphone is a whole nother situation. Like I'll try everything. Like I may sound crazy in the inside, but when I come out, I know I got a team that knows how to make it sound like it's supposed to sound.
Hell
So
yeah. You just show them what not to do, right?
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. I'll show you the outline, and you guys can fill in the colors. It's cool. but
Hmm.
I guess when making some songs, do you ever like sometimes like sing to like a part of it that you want someone else to sing, or like, oh, this would be fire if someone did like sang like this.
Yeah, there's a ton of songs because I've been writing a lot of songs lately, and then I've been hearing like Baby Girl's voice. She's one of my favorites. I give a lot of kudos to her, and then also Tay. He's been doing a lot of like Tay after third. He's been doing like a lot of singing stuff too, like lately in his music too. So there's a few different artists. Uh, Shout out to like just everybody, the whole team that's just been staying solid and singing and rapping and just having fun. And it's crazy because I know a lot of these people, but I don't know if they sing or not. And I'm, I can just look at their image and tell like they can do it, but we haven't necessarily had that time yet in the studio where I just heard them blow.
Yeah.
Other than Sauce the Kid, and I've heard Baby Girl do her like this. So I respect this. So,
Damn, bro, I thought you were talking about me.
oh yeah, look, you probably sing too, man.
I don't got this microphone right here for nothing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and shout out to Baby Girl. She was on here too. Um, Baby Girl, Young Hype, and Blanca. They've all been on here. So shout out to
Yeah,
you.
Young Hype, they all dope, and I'm super proud of them. They definitely have a movement, um, uh, and it's a strong movement. It's not even just about music; it's about family and the love that's in between each of us. That when we all come together, we just create.
Oh yeah,
That's love. So
that's sick. And you guys push each other, right? Like, not in like a
absolutely,
competitive way, but just since you're all vibing, you just
yeah. It's not a competition if you already win it.
yeah.
Everybody quote
Damn,
that.
damn, let's go.
Yeah.
I like that, bro. That's sick. Oh, I'm writing that down. But I'm writing, I got my notepad. But I guess so. What was your last album that came out?
Twisted Reality, Volume One. It's on all solid platforms: iTunes, Spotify, TikTok. We was even in a Tesla, and my name popped up in the Tesla with the music, and it was cool because I'm like, yo, like I've never even owned a Tesla before, nothing like that, and like I'm hopping in my friend's car and he's playing my music through it. So even through Instagram, Facebook, and all that stuff. So
Damn, you know what? I think Elon Musk is trying to make you buy a Tesla. They're like, bro, we'll play your music. Don't even trip.
I definitely want to get one. That would be nice, but it's just like I'm really low key. I'm like the guy who likes rolling in the back of the cars all the time because I got into a couple of bad accidents growing up. So for anybody watching, make sure y'all wear y'all seatbelts. Make sure you don't drink. Make sure you don't you do any type of drugs or anything while you're driving a vehicle or anything like that. That wasn't the case for me, but unfortunately, I was with some people that were drinking, and it caused a terrible accident. And I really don't like I said, I like rolling it back.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about the Tesla is it has the autopilot, which
I wouldn't trust
even
that
if
shit.
yeah, but
I wouldn't trust that.
even if you're in the driving, just like you're in the back row, because you'll be driving yourself.
That's what the world's coming to, where you ain't gotta have a driver no more. Pretty soon we ain't gonna have no teachers. We ain't gonna have nothing. It's just all
It,
this new stuff that's crazy.
well, technically, we kind of don't have teachers right now, man, with the whole class being online like this.
Yeah, just us parents. Us parents, we the teachers.
You have kids?
Yes, sir. I do. I have Hassan. He's 5 years old, and then Xavion, which is my son's mother's other baby.
Yeah.
But I look at him as mine also. So,
Yeah, if you're raising them, that's your kid, bro.
hey man, my son, he's everything. Little H2. I'm H1, Hassan 1, and he's Hassan 2. So, his favorite rapper. I asked him last week. I said, "Who's your favorite rapper?" He said CJR. And I thought he was gonna say Daddy, but he didn't say that. He said CJR.
He's
So,
keeping it real.
yeah, I
that
like
means
that.
you gotta go harder, bro.
Yeah, he's 7 too, so I definitely gotta step my shit up.
Yeah. Did you at least make the top 3?
The top 3, yeah. He knows he plays my song. he can't even like you know what I'm saying. He's learning to read. He can't read like 100% yet, but he knows how to go on YouTube and type in a little video with the remote and find my song instantly. So
Yeah, bro.
um,
Kids are crazy with technology and YouTube. They learn that quick.
absolutely,
They can't, like you said, they can't even talk, but they're talking into the remote. Like, hey, play this.
yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's crazy. Um, I was gonna say, how long did it take for you to make your album?
That's a tough question. Shout out to Puget Sound, by the way, because they produced the beats. Shout out to Dariana Don from Chicago for being on there, and shout out to ADD. He's a very talented artist out of Birmingham, Washington, or Bellingham, Washington. So we were working when the pandemic started. We already was working on track after track after track after track. Then I got an opportunity to fly out there to Bellingham, Washington, and I'm all excited in my head, like, yo, I got all these tracks ready. Like the album, we're just gonna slap it together. We're gonna be good. But then when I get there, I'm around all these creative people that have all these different ideas. And I ended up remaking the album when I got there. And all those other tracks are for volume 2 that we can talk about a little bit later.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think volume 1 was made within like I want to say almost 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks, but some of the tracks were pushed together, like you know what I mean, within like since the pandemic started. So they picked and choose which ones they wanted to put on there. They picked and choose which ones they wanted to throw out. But um, I think the album made more sense because the main artist on the tracks are Dariana Don. He flew out to me. ADD. He flew out. I flew out. Puget Sounds. They flew out. Then we all came to LA, and it just made more sense because it was you know, authentic. It
Yeah,
was
hell
real.
yeah.
Like we came together. We didn't send verses or nothing like that. We came together as a unit. So
I was gonna say, you feel that, right? Like in person?
yeah, I do. I do. I can. I don't know. Some people call me weird because I don't care. Like
Yeah.
some people call me weird because people be like, "Yo, let me get a feature."
Hold on. You're from Portland, right?
And yeah, I'm from Portland,
All
Oregon.
right. So that's a badge of honor.
Yeah, badge of honor. Keep Portland weird, you know. But people they'll ask me for a feature in our song or whatever, and they be like, "Can I send a verse?" And I'm honest with them. Yeah, I'll send a verse, but I don't know if it's gonna come out the same way. I'd rather fly to your city, you know what I'm saying, take care of my flight or whatever, and I'll, the verse, and then we can meet each other, and we can have some. Well, back then when I used to drink, I don't drink anymore, but at that time I'd be like, we can go get a drink, we can play the game or whatever, you know, vibe with each other before we do this track, so I can really know your personality. You can know my personality because it's like that's like me doing a song. I said, oh, I want to do a feature, and I walk in the studio, meet somebody for the first day, and do a song with him, and wonder why the song didn't hit.
Yeah, it wasn't symbiotic, right? Like you
Yeah,
guys didn't thrive off each other. It'd be like you're just you're making a collab with the computer, cause not with
exactly.
the person. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love my computer though, so you know.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Your computer, you know what I'm saying? I said this in a song. I said I'm married to the microphone. That's always been my wife. Every time I hold her, yeah, she makes me feel all right. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is like the microphone, like, is my wife. That's my girlfriend. That's my everything. I can talk to her. I can let her know how I feel, but it's through music, and she
Yeah,
understands me.
and
So
she don't talk back.
she don't talk back. You know,
She's just
she don't
there
talk
for
back.
me.
She's perfect.
Yeah. Well, I can't tell my girl that I'm gonna replace her with this mic.
Shoot, hey, if you tell her that, you know what I mean, just give her a good reason why.
Yeah, I'll just
But don't
point.
do that.
I'll point it at her when after I'm done saying that. See what she says.
She looked and she gave you the eye, like, yeah, you better not say that.
Nah, she's not here. I'm in my office. She's listening though. Shout out to my
Good.
fiance Laura.
Shout out to his fiance for sure, for sure. Keep doing the amazing things that you guys are doing, and your man, he got a plan, so I
Yeah.
respect it.
Oh, yeah, and she has her own clothing line right now too. So it's cool.
What's up? I need a sponsor. Tell her to send some gear. I get crazy with it.
Bro, it's only for women so far.
Oh, yeah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not doing that. But if she gets some men gear, I'm
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying too. But it's called Rare the Label. Just
What's that?
yeah, just a quick shout out. But it's funny cuz like this mic, it's not the most expensive mic, but I mean, dude, it's dope for the price I got it for. It worked. Do I sound good?
It sounds excellent. It
Everybody
sounds like
listening, do I
you're
sound good?
sounds like you got a sure over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or AKG or something. It sounds real terrific. I love the sound.
The sure's
Real.
next. The sure's next.
Oh
But
yeah, easy call.
it comes with a USB. You can plug it into the computer USB or the old school way with the, that pin, the 3 pin.
Yeah, the three
Into
pin.
yeah. So I'm gonna get one of those that connects to the computer eventually. But for everyone at home, I was kind of nervous about doing this podcast. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait till I have this. I'm gonna wait till I have that, and then eventually I said, screw it. I'm just gonna start with what I got, and it'll work from there. I mean, I'll get my practice in, and as long as I get it going, it'll get going, right?
Yeah, the way I look at it, it doesn't matter what you got. It matters what you bring to the table. Because I remember living in Portland, Oregon, me having a studio in a closet, and we had milk cartons on the wall, and we had a
Yeah.
little a Guitar Hero microphone, USB microphone that we plugged up to the computer and used Cakewalk, the free website that to use to make music, and we was making hits, and people didn't even realize, like, they're like, where do you record at? And in all reality, we just had a couple people that knew how to engineer, and we used what we had. We had a little. We didn't have a lot of bread. We still don't got a lot of bread.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We learning every day to get more money and revenue, but you got to use what you got. You know what I mean, and make the best of it. And for the fact that you're doing a podcast, it's positive, and the world knows you for that. I commend you for that, man. I really respect it.
Hell yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. It's kind of weird taking like, it's kind of weird feeling like that people like to be on here, bro. Like, like I remember asking someone, Phil Jones. He's like a digital media creator for the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I asked him, I was like, bro, how did you feel like when I invited you to come on here? He's like, honestly, I was honored. I was like, what? Like, I was like, that don't make like, that don't make sense to me. And
Yeah.
for someone to hear my side of the story, he's all that felt great.
Yeah, I feel like it's an honor. If people don't feel like it's an honor being on your show, they got some growing up to do and some thinking to do, because in life, I feel like life is about a portfolio. You're gonna build your portfolio, especially if you got kids. You're building it up so they can be like, yo, my dad or whatever, my uncle, whatever he did, he did all of this to build this catalog, this portfolio that you'll never forget. So every podcast that you do and all of these people that you bring onto your show, it's $1 million. Like, everybody,
Yeah.
to me, I look at everybody, they got $1 million in their forehead, and it belongs to me. You know what I mean? Vice versa.
Not 26 million carat diamond or anything.
Nah. We ain't. We're not little Uzi. Shout out Uzi. Shout out Uzi. But
He's on
nah,
another
I'm not
level.
putting no. Yeah.
All right. I want you to, the day you look at me like that, bro, I know I made it. Okay. Are you ever gonna do anything crazy like that?
Nah. Number one, I'm not gonna put anything over my head. That's if it costs more than my net worth, I'm not doing it. Like,
Yeah.
number one, I'm not gonna do that. And number two, when you got money, and the best thing, this is the advice for the young youth and even for adults. If you got money, people need to get 401ks, 351Cs. They need to, like, get retirement plans. And when you have money, the way to keep it is not to tell anybody that you have it. You know what I mean? I met a couple millionaires, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they wore Skechers and jeans and white shirts, and they didn't wear chains or jewelry. And I was just curious on why. Like, bro, I got money, but if I act like I don't, then, not everybody's on me. You know what I mean? You straight, you solid. So that's how I look at it.
So I used to work at a Porsche dealership, right? I was the porter, kind of like the shuttle driver.
Absolutely.
So I would, when people would come get their cars worked on, I would drive them around or like drive them back to their house and pick them up later, in the Porsche SUV, or like if all the loaners were out, which were the SUVs, I get to pick any car on the lot and drive that. So
That's what's up.
yeah, I'm just saying that was pretty sick. But
Yeah.
I remember one time I gave a guy a ride, and it was like a 2011 911. And my boss kind of got mad sometimes when I took the nicer cars. But I told him, I was like, if I get to drive them around in it and they like it, they might buy something like it, you know?
Yeah, you're selling a product.
Yeah, so my boss was like, all right, that's fine. He's like, good thing you said it like that, or, I wouldn't let you do it. So, but,
Well, I think the only thing about that is because if with cars and stuff like that, especially when they're brand new on a lot, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it loses value. So like
Yeah.
I feel what he was saying, but
Now
at the
I
end of the
take the used
day,
ones. The used ones.
the used ones, the
Yeah, not
brand new
the
ones,
not
no.
the brand new ones. Yeah, the used ones. But I get to pick any used one I wanted, which is
Oh, that's
yeah.
gangster. I respect it.
And it was funny because like so I gave this guy the ride to his house or whatever, took him to the like store, and like
Yeah.
he was gonna tip me. A lot of times they tip me, which is nice. He pulls out a fat stack of cash, bro. Like he had a fat wad of cash. I don't know why he had that much in his wallet. Or he had a money clip, and then so like he flipped it, 100, 100, 100, 100. He kept flipping his money, 100, 100, 100, and then he pulls out a five, and he gives it to me, bro. And then I looked at him like, this fool, like, bro, give me 100, you know. I didn't say that, but you know, I was thinking, I was like, you got all those hundreds, bro. Like, why can't you just give one out?
Hey, sometimes it's good to press them about it because I mean, not. I felt like in a situation like that, it was a genuine situation, so it just happened. But when I used to, the street shows in Vegas,
Yeah,
when I was rapping against people and I see them digging in their pockets or whatever to tip me for my music, I'd be like, I'll say a rap like, I know you're a baller, so drop more than $1.
yeah,
Drop me 100 and it make me work harder. And then the people that they'll give me the 100 because I pressed them about it. But it just all depends on the situation. Like if it was a genuine situation like that, like, it was a thought that counted. Like, oh,
yeah.
good. Next time he's gonna remember that for the rest of his life, though. Like I gave that man $5 and I
And
had 30,000 of it. Like, what the hell?
and he's still complaining.
Yeah,
Hey, the rich stay rich by not giving it away, right?
yeah.
Is
But
I
you get
guess what
rich.
I was saying.
You stay wealthy by giving to the people. Once you give, you'll receive. I don't know how people feel on here about God or anything, and I don't push religion upon anybody, but I'm a man of God, you know what I'm saying? And I try to tell everybody, I mean, you gotta give to the people. You're not really supposed to expect anything back. You're supposed to just give it out the kindness of your heart and just allow things to happen genuinely. Like you'll get more blessings in life when you just give to others and not expect anything. You know what I mean? On Christmas, um, I tripped out this year. I'm like, what? What? I get all these gifts from my mom and my dad and stuff. I'm not used to none of that stuff.
Yeah,
But I got it this time, and I felt weird accepting it just because I normally don't go through that. It's
yeah,
the
no, I
first
feel
year
you.
that the family came together and that happened. So
Hey, I won't feel weird accepting a gift from you, bro. It's cool. I know. I
for sure,
just that way you
we
can
gonna.
grow personally. You said if you give, you grow. So I want you to grow. So I'll
Definitely.
humbly and help you get on your level and accept any gift you want to give me, bro. That's cool.
Hey man, hey look, bro, we got some gears, some definitely some merch coming in like real soon, probably in a few weeks. Where we're getting our shirts and stuff, and I definitely want to get you a shirt.
All right, yeah, I'll wear
Some
it. I'll wear it on here. Anyone that sends me anything, I'll wear it during the podcast because that's like a sponsor kind of, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking for you. Sponsor me, I sponsor you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's exactly. So anyone that asks for sponsors, it's not what the company can do for you. It's what you can do for the company. So if you ever want
Yeah,
something for free or discount on something, remember that, because
yeah.
nothing's free, right?
Yep, you just hit a whole pocket that I wanted to touch real quick for any of the young entrepreneurs out here, the artists. You got to remember this: when a label comes to you and offers you money, it's because they're not offering you money because you're cute. They're not offering you money because they think you got something going on. They offer you money because they know that your talent can make them more money. You know what I mean? So if somebody gives you money, whether it's 10, 20, $30,000, don't be expecting for that to just come free and that's it. They're going to be expecting a ROI, and that stands for return of investment. So for you, like young people out there, these SoundCloud rappers and rappers that are even popping right now, just really think about it. Like before you go sign a deal, like is it really worth you signing a deal, or is you independent? Can you be independent and still go work and get all that same bread? Like if you touched $20,000, $30,000 already before, why are you gonna accept $30,000 for your time? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? And so just be careful out there. That's my word of advice.
Hell yeah, and always maintain creative control, right? Of
Amen.
and what is it? IP, intellectual property. Keep your
Yeah.
keep that, because once they own that, they can tell you what to do and how to do it, and
Yeah.
that's whack.
Read in between the lines, yo,
Yeah,
because in black and the white lines, it's a crime. You know what I mean? If you don't your eyes are good to look at a contract, but when you have people that really look at contracts, like lawyers and people that really handle that stuff, there's percentages and there's all these things that you didn't know about. All you saw was the big number of $20,000, $30,000, and that sparked your interest. You know what I mean? But there's other stuff in between there that people need to read too. So instead of signing your life away, just think about it. Your freedom is more important than $30,000.
Hell yeah. And there's a reason why those guys get paid a lot, right? If
Yeah,
it was that easy, then they wouldn't be getting paid anything.
easy call.
But so we're gonna go ahead and go through your album real quick. You might see
Okay.
yourself disappear on the phone since you're on the phone. Don't worry about that. But let me see. Let's see. Here we go. Sorry, man. Sorry for everyone watching this for the little dead air we got. So share screen. Let's see. Music. All right. So let's see. I don't know where it's on here. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Huh. I wonder why it's not showing on here.
I
Well,
can see the album.
yeah, I know, but it's not showing on the YouTube part. Give me a quick second, bro.
No problem.
I'm gonna go back to just me and you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's see. Properties. Okay, it's on there now. Sorry, everyone. So, what do you see on your screen right now? Explain to us.
I see King Vvibe, Twisted Reality, with all the album, the tracks and stuff. So
Okay, everyone at home, can you guys see this? Let me know in the chat. So, I kind of wanted to go through your songs, bro. Is that okay?
let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Because if you said no, I would have been like, well, we're still going to go through it. Then. So, real quick, everyone on YouTube, I'm not going to be able to see your comments and stuff. So, bear with me. So, this song, Zone, what's that all about, bro?
Zone. I was in the studio with Blanca Castro. That's momager. That's everything. She's so ill. Like I was in the studio with her, and I had a couple other people in the studio that night. And I think we were at California Kush. I think that's the name of it, California Kush or whatever. And we were just in the studio vibing, and I had a little idea, just zone. Like I've been in my zone. You feel me? I was just feeling crazy at the moment, and that was around the time where I was smoking a ton of weed, and I was just lit. Lit, just lit.
Yeah.
And I got into the studio, and I remember there was this girl that I really liked at the time, and she flew all the way out.
Preach.
Yeah, she was popping. You know what I mean? She flew all the way out, and I remember Blanca. She was trying to kidnap me from the studio, and Blanca, as momager, was like, "No, Vibe, you're not going anywhere. You got to stay here and work." And I was like, all right. I was like, she wanted me to leave and,
Yeah,
and go hang out with her.
but.
Yeah, so I ended up staying and recording that track while she was in the studio, and it just came out instantly. Like normally I'll do one or two takes, but it came out that one take, and the whole song was put together. And I'll never forget that moment. I remember Blanca being in there, and she told me that day, "You can't leave. Where are you going? You're like, you're staying here. You're making this music."
It's because you couldn't embarrass yourself, bro. So that's why it came out so good. You couldn't look like a fool, you know. And ladies in the comment section, he might be talking about you. So stay tuned.
Yeah, like what did Cardi say? Oh, I might be talking about you.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go. And that's pretty sick though, bro. It's kind of scary though that someone's got you. They got you on the leash.
Yeah, nah, it's like I don't really look at it like she had me on a leash, but I looked at it was responsibility because I'm so used to I'm not gonna lie, like being a player, like being out there, just having fun, meeting all these different girls, enjoying the lifestyle. But at that moment, she put like grounded me in a second, not like a kid getting grounded, but she like said, "Hey, you have important things you need to do, so that's the reason why you need to stay here and do this."
Yeah.
And it made sense. So that's why I don't just call her manager, I call her momager because she buckles me down when I need to be. She'll tell me like, "Vibe, shut up. Like, you need
Yeah.
to relax.
Are
And
you are
she'll
you
tell me
just
when
saying
it's
that because
important.
she's watching this?
Nah, I'm just saying
It's
it
okay.
because
Speak your heart, bro. Blink.
it's the mad truth. It's from my heart. You know what I'm saying? She'll know how what it is. You know what I mean? From the past experience, the past experiences will make up in make up for everything that I'm saying. Like, you will understand it, and she
Yeah.
does too. So,
Nah, I get it. Blink twice if you're lying, bro. That way.
for sure.
I just messing with you, man. Yeah, nah. Like I said, I had her on here. She's a cool person, and sometimes I might say something and it sounds dumb, but it's just so you can speak on it.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, that way, it's kind of like me asking a question, you know. But I gotta be entertaining too, bro. It's top three entertainment.
Exactly. Exactly. Shout out to his YouTube. Make sure everybody subscribe below. If y'all don't subscribe to his stuff, you're crazy.
Yeah, for
So
real.
subscribe.
But so let's see what else do we got. This is a one man show back here. This is my crew. I got myself, you know.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Independency. Like, when you by yourself, you ain't got nobody to cross you.
Yeah, and it's crazy because this podcast I have is dependent on the guest, and bro, that's a different sort of hectic right there, you know? Because I can control everything on my end, and then when it goes to your end, who knows, you know? Like who knows what can happen.
Yeah.
But anyways, real quick, someone was like, her name's Angelica Santiago. She said, I like how even though Vibe is verified on Instagram, he still replies and follows back. He don't reply to me. What the heck?
I just look. I just found out. Look, she told me about everything, and I followed back, and now we cool. We homies now. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk, get it popping.
It's cool, bro. I gotta put you on blast. But yeah, nah, it's cool, man. And I don't even mind if like the people I have on here, if they don't follow me or they don't talk to me anymore after this. What was that?
Definitely.
I didn't catch that last part.
What'd you say?
Oh, I said and I don't mind if people don't like follow me anymore after this or anything. Like you know, like
Why wouldn't they follow you?
I don't know. Just maybe they just like just wanted to. Actually, I have one person that I think that doesn't follow me or didn't really care too much. They just wanted to be on here.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think everybody needs to follow you. Everybody should. It's not even just you specifically. It's just you should follow anybody that has something going. If they're young CEOs, that's what this generation is about. It doesn't matter if you're 25, 30, 40. If you're doing something and it's touching the community's heart in some type of way to build an impact on this generation, that's what matters. It doesn't fucking matter like how many followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. I got a blue check mark. It doesn't matter that I'm verified. It doesn't matter that I'm on television. It doesn't matter about any of that. All that matters is that we are entrepreneurs connecting and building. That's what matters. So
Hell,
everybody should follow you just because of that.
hell yeah. And quick advice to people. Like, let's just say you watch something on YouTube, and you watch half of it. You watch like a quarter of it. Hit that like button. It helps that person out a lot. It when you hit like, it shows it to more people. Maybe like on Spotify or like Pandora or YouTube Music. Maybe don't hit like on there because it might mix it with your music, and if you don't really like it.
Oh, that's what's up. That's a niche. I didn't even know about that. That's what's up. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start liking hella people's.
Yeah, bro. So the more that people like and comment, it bumps it up to other
Yeah.
people, and
That's amazing.
so like it might you might not even how like on the right it shows you videos you might like,
Yeah.
and then there's like there's like 10 videos. If you were in the 11th spot and it didn't even show you, it might bump you up to 10 or 8 or 7, and then someone sees
So
that. And
it's like a YouTube billboard.
yeah, it's just
That's
a
cracking.
crazy algorithm. That's why I try not to
Big.
curse on here, but I don't care if I curse. I don't know about you. I don't know if you like to curse a lot or not.
I'm trying, just like how I quit drinking and smoking, I'm trying my best to stop using profanity. Like, I have a filter. Like, I know how to cut it off and cut it on. Like, when I perform out there in the streets and stuff for the people, I know when I see kids, you know what I'm saying, not to curse at all. And I know how to like make people, wow, I can do a whole song without cursing or using profanity. But that's another thing I wanted to touch too. I'm not saying you're a bad person for cursing in your music, and I don't want anybody to think I'm a bad person, and I definitely don't want to sound like a hypocrite. But when you feel some type of way, let it come out that way. Don't put any type of filter on it just because you're trying to impress the people out there. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Like, if you feel some type of way, let it be said that way. Like, they're gonna respect you way more. But there's different categories of artistry. Like if you want to be a radio artist, then yeah, you might have to keep it clean. If you want to be a SoundCloud rapper, you can say whatever the heck you want. If you want to be just a rapper in general, then that's you. But it just varies on the situation. So just, I'm working on not cursing, I guess.
Um, yeah, and then like I said, I don't mind because I just want people to be
Mhm.
themselves on here. Like you said, just in general, in case kids are watching this, I try not to curse. I don't know any kids that might watch this. They might not like the conversations. They might. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe your son will tune in.
I think so. He might. I know they're out there in another city, and they're a few hours ahead, so he's probably getting ready for bed right now.
He better be right.
But yeah, I hope so. He got his daycare tomorrow. So.
But all right, let's go back to your album real quick. Let's see. Sorry, like I said, it's a one man team, so I gotta do like three different three different things. I need to get a producer eventually, but all right. So
Got one for you. If you look at the bottom of the album, it says produced by Pugic Sounds on each of the sounds, and that's my producer, and it's a
okay.
whole group of them. So,
Where are they located at?
uh, Bellingham, Washington, but they travel everywhere. Like,
I'll talk to you about that in a little bit when we get to song number 5. Okay.
all right, let's do
Okay. And so back to back, featuring Darian the Don.
it.
What's that about?
That's one of my favorite tracks. That's a mosh pit track. Like I'm talking like when me and Darion perform that song, we're jumping up and down. We want to throw water at the people. It's like one of those songs you're just lit. You know what I mean? And the reason why it's so lit because he's from Chicago and he's well known in Chicago. He was verified way before I was, and he was performing in the streets with me, and that's what made it so authentic because I didn't care about his check mark, and he didn't care about that I had what I had going. He just cared that I was freestyling in the streets, and I was bringing in the people, and we was making money. So when Darion walked up to me in Venice Beach or Santa Monica, he walked up to me like, "Yo, what's popping, bro?" He was like, "I'm from Chicago, bro. What y'all over here doing?" I'm like, "Rapping." He's like, "Can I chill with y'all? I'm trying to rap with y'all." I said, "For sure, bro." And then he stayed and he watched us rap for a while. And next thing you know, he came with us to the studio and he became my best friend. And I didn't know that he was the star that he was. He went on Jerry Springer and he went viral a million different
Jerry.
times. Yeah. So it was just authentic love. That's my boy forever.
Hell
Like
yeah,
the
that's
song,
sick.
it was so it just came. He's on multiple of the tracks.
Yeah.
So
Um, not to not to take away from him, but I know I heard a song with Dizzy Wright,
yeah,
and
that's my guy.
like I said, we'll get to that in on that song number 5. Okay, after
Definitely.
that. So yeah, that's cool, man. I I don't know if you're gonna like going through the each song. You got 10 songs on there, so hopefully it's not too crazy. But
Nah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Do your thing.
is it different? You feel like this is different?
Nah, yeah, it's definitely different because it's different in the way that I like. You know what I mean? Everybody needs to understand the meanings behind the track because, what's the point of putting out an album if people don't know what it was for?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So let's get it popping.
All right. So ready for the world, which
I,
go for it.
that's one of my mom's favorites.
Oh
My
yeah.
dad likes it too. A lot of the older folks, that track right there is for because it's a sample. It never really mattered too much for me. That you were just too damn old for me. All it really mattered was you was my girlfriend. And if you listen to the first part, it's a sample that I used from Ready to the World. Ready to the World. And that was probably back in the day. So my team came together and they sampled it, and that's me singing. I know you asked me if I sing.
Yeah.
That night I was trying to do my thing
You
that night.
trying to impress moms, huh?
Yeah, because she don't use auto tune or nothing like that.
Yeah.
She just
She
tuned
don't
in
need it.
already.
She don't need it. Her
Period.
tunes are already on automatic.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to moms.
what's it called? I think someone said that was their favorite song. He's not calling you old, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not calling you old, but thank you, whoever likes that one for
Let's
sure.
see if I can find that real quick. Yeah, man, there's a lot of comments on here. Let's see. I see someone saying "Rodeo" is their song.
Rodeo.
Rodeo.
That's a country pop. Like
Country pop. Like Old
I
Town
was
Road.
living in I was in the South. But not no Old Town Road. Like I'm not no whatever his name. What's his name? I can't
uh,
even think of his name right now. I'm not that guy, but I like the rodeo song because it says I just want to go up on a rodeo, drink a couple beers and hit the studio. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, make a slap in the studio. Basically, I was saying at the time,
Oh, sorry. Real quick, it
you
was
know,
Ruth Lopez Hernandez.
oh yeah,
She.
she's dope. By the way, if anybody needs photo shoots, videos, all that stuff, she's the one. Ruth, the whole Hernandez team, they're solid. So,
Yeah. The what?
mhm.
So let's see. What else we got here? Let me. Like I said, sorry. I gotta keep switching this up. You guys
It's
don't
all
know how
good.
much. You guys don't know how much work I'm doing back here. as I advance further into this and like try to bring you guys more stuff, I got to do more work too. So
Hmm.
King Vibe at the same time. If it looks like I'm not looking at you, I'm listening. It's just I got like different screens I'm bouncing through and different scenes. All right.
I know how it works. It's good.
I should wear sunglasses that way people think I'm just looking straight at them the whole time.
It's poker face, poker
Hell
face.
yeah. So dance floor.
That's me and Darion. I believe that one was produced by. I don't remember exactly. I know it was Puget Sound. I don't know exactly who made that beat exactly, but it's definitely a dance song. Like you know what I mean. I said
Makes
one of
sense.
the bars. I got that swag, so I'm gonna do the swagger dagger. When I stop freeze post like I'm a flagger. Oh, girl can dance, but I promise that I'll smash her. No, I'm just playing, but I would ask her to the dance floor. We can dance slower. She put her hands high. I put my hands lower. So that it is one of them party anthems, like to get
Yeah. Hell
people
yeah. I,
split.
I like how you said I'm gonna smash her, but I would ask her to the dance floor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a metaphor. It's a
Yeah.
metaphor
Yeah. Sure. Right. That's cool. Though.
for the kids. It's a
Yeah.
metaphor.
To the dance. Oh, so you can be on the radio. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
we had to speak subliminally so they can understand.
No, that's funny. That's sick though. I like that. It's sick when you're hearing someone flow, and then you're like, that doesn't sound like it's gonna like connect, and then they just add the extra word or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
So
you got to put the sauce on it.
yeah, yeah. Has there ever been a time where you have like a predetermined sentence or something, and it's just not fitting the beat right, and then you just do something like that?
Uh, I mean, in the studio, I always have I got my like I said in the beginning of this podcast, I said I'm pretty weird. So like, I let everybody know like I'm weird. You know what I'm saying? In a
Yeah,
good way. Like, like people get along with me, but I'm just very different. So when I get in the studio, I may have my moments where I'm just completely the writer's block, and I just gotta like I don't know, go outside and go play basketball for a second, and then come
yeah,
back
yeah,
in and then get my mind back. But yeah, there's those moments. Even in school, like I remember when I was at CSN College of Southern Nevada, I would, the professor would ask me questions, and I would know the answers, but then forget at that moment that they asked me, and then I'd
yeah.
be like, why did I just do that? And think about it 3 seconds later, and then come back. So I
Hey,
don't know. It just varies.
or I guess we can get into your freestyle after this too, about you
Okay.
freestyling. But have you ever doing some free? You ever did a freestyle and then like after you're done, you're like, damn, this word would have rhymed with this word, and that word was legit. Like that would have been clean.
Yeah, I definitely do that because I'm just now, and a lot of people probably think this is crazy to say, but I'm just now going through all my YouTube videos from years ago, even the ones from Vegas, even from the ones from Arizona and the different cities that I was going into, just hitting the beaches and the strips and stuff. And I'm like, geez, what the heck was I talking about? But they paid me a lot of money that day.
Yeah.
Like, so obviously it was entertaining, but When it comes to real freestyle, you're supposed to freestyle. You're not supposed to rehearse. You're supposed to just go in. That's
Yeah.
real authentic freestyling organically. So I look at it and I learn, and that's when I started reading. Even Cardi B said the same thing to me. She's like, I didn't understand what she said, but she said something about Cardi, and it's about ticket sales. So you're gonna be all right. And Snoop Dogg said the same thing. He said, uh, I fuck with you. I mean, excuse my French. I
Nah,
mess
that's
with you,
fine.
cuz. He said, I mess with you, cuz. You could have came on here and acted like all these other rappers, but you came here authentic. He said, just let your words breathe. Like one, two, three into the four. And that's when I started reading more and building my vocabulary because it's not just about saying anything, it's about the message. So
Hell yeah.
that's where I got with that.
Are we gonna drop any more names? You're kind of going on a little tangent right
Nah,
there.
nah, nah, nah. If you ask, I'll tell. If you ask, I'll tell.
Well, maybe people in the comments can ask. You know,
Mm-hmm.
let them see. Let them be part of this too. I don't want you guys to think I'm ignoring you, but I gotta give King Vibe my attention here. It's not every day I get to talk to artists.
Most definitely.
It's once every 7 days. Okay, guys.
I love it. I'll
Yeah.
put that out there too, um, for everybody to understand. It doesn't matter what position that you're in life, in music. It doesn't matter who has a higher position, who has a lower position. It doesn't matter what anybody's doing. At the end of the day, we're all human. So I treat everybody the same. I don't look at it as I'm different or anything like that. We all have a heart and we all breathe the same day. And the only thing promised in life is death. So that's just the word of advice for everybody out there. Like, just be excited about everybody you talk to. Don't just be excited about anybody that's doing a couple of things. Like everybody should be excited because you never know what they got to bring to the table.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, I'd say the only difference between people is the opportunities that they're presented, and if they take advantage of them.
absolutely, absolutely.
But other than that, we're all the same.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's kind of sad too for the people that do get them and don't take advantage of them, man. It's
Yeah,
because it's hard. It's hard to get a break around here sometimes.
yeah, it is. But as long as you got hope and faith and you just keep praying up, you'll get your break. It may not come now, but it'll come on time. Just like once again, I don't push religion towards anybody, but one thing that I've learned that says, when you pray, God, He'll hear you. He may not come right away, but He'll come on time. So I feel like that's what blessings do in life. Like you may have an opportunity to get on the show. For instance, like Maddie from Julie and the Phantoms on Netflix. That's my best friend. Uh, she was praying to get this part for another Netflix show, and she opened up the mail on live in front of me, and she got it. And she's been
Hey,
praying on it.
yeah.
So shout out to Maddie. Her real name's Maddie. On Instagram is Julie and the Phantoms. So shout out to her.
I'm gonna open my checks in front of you, bro. That way they can be bigger.
Gang, let's do it. I'm gonna do it in front of you. Let's do it.
Let's go. Yeah. As so, do you watch sports? You don't gotta lie. You don't gotta lie.
Nah, not really. It's not that I don't like sports. It's just like I'm not like around a Super Bowl. You wouldn't want to hang around me around a Super Bowl because I'm like, oh snaps, oh everybody here got blue on, so I'm going for the blue team. But
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about it. Really like that. I played football and stuff in high school, but not really. I mean, I like the Blazers because I'm from Portland.
Yeah.
I like I also like the Raiders because they're in Vegas now, and that's where a lot of my music popped off. So
Oh, right there.
yeah, period. Raider Nation.
But the only reason I asked, so I told you I talked to Phil Jones.
Yeah.
He actually he interviewed Kansas City Chiefs players during Super Bowl week, which was
Wow.
yeah, which was pretty sick. So we talked about the Chiefs, and I told him a lot of people say that they get lucky a lot. Like calls will go their way, or if they fumble, they'll get the ball. Just stuff. They're a good team, and then they get lucky a lot.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing that yeah, if the reason that a lot of like good teams get lucky is because they get that work, they put in that work. So all that work that they put in presents them more opportunities to take advantage of that luck. So
Yeah.
so like we were saying, like you put in that work, you've been grinding to be this good artist. Let's just say someone comes up to you and you don't get the job, or you come up to someone and you don't get the job. The next person you go up to, you don't get the job. The third person, you can go up to them, you'll get the job, right? And
Right.
if you didn't put in that work, you wouldn't have been in the situation to see all them. If you were kind of slacking, not being there, then you would only met one person and you would have got a no. But since you put in work, you gave yourself more opportunities.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy you said that because there's a song that a lot of people know of mine that it's only on SoundCloud. I never even put it out there on iTunes or anything yet. A lot of supporters been telling me to remake it. So
Yeah.
it's called "Put That Work In." And if you go to SoundCloud, it's when I was dealing with a lot of the All Money In people, Thundercat, and all those people over on that side. And one of the lyrics that I heard you want to win, put that work in. That's how the hook go. I heard you want to win, put that work in. Get your bag, you deserve it. And the meaning behind that song is like, you get what you put in. If you put the work in, you'll get it back. But if you put a little bit in, you're not gonna. That's what you're gonna get back, and you're gonna wonder why you're not getting everything that you really want because you never use your full potential.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got to use it all, everything, every last bit of it. Use it so you can. So.
It'd be like putting in $1 in a change dispenser, and then you get $1
Mhm.
back. But if you only put in 50 cents, you get 50 cents back. You can't be mad that you didn't get $1 back because you didn't put in that dollar.
Exactly. I tried to tell that too. I told that to my BM some years ago too, but it was about relationships. I said, she said, we're in a relationship. It's 100% 50-50. I said, no, it's 100.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, it's
And
175.
yeah, 175 plus 10, just because, you got to be extra with
Yeah.
that. But
um,
yeah,
Madison Reyes says, "Hey."
that's
So,
her.
oh, okay.
Madison Ray is Julie from Julie and the Phantoms on Netflix. They actually were #1 on the billboards, and on top of that, they have a book on scholastics, not only one but two. And she just got another role. So her real name is Madison. On television, she's Julie. So make sure everyone go follow her, show her some support. She's
Yeah.
amazing. It's my best friend. So
So Madison, right now, I'm not monetized, so you get that free shout out. But later on, when I'm more popping, you might have to pay to get the highlighted comment. um, but now that's sick. Shout out to Julie or to Madison, aka Julie.
Mhm.
Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's relationships are crazy, bro. It's
Yeah.
because not only do you got to put work on the relationship, you got to put work on yourself.
Yeah, and some people don't have the work on themselves to even be in a relationship.
Exactly,
So
bro.
so I'm learning from it all. That's what I mean, just from my past situations. I mean, I was with somebody for a while, and recently it broke off. But what I mean, it was for the best due to the fact that I needed to stay focused in my career and build myself up before I'm trying to build anyone else. So
Hell yeah. Because if you can't be happy with yourself, how are they gonna be happy with you?
yeah, if you can't love yourself, how can you love anybody else?
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's what everyone says, but like the way I see it, like if you don't love yourself, why is someone else gonna love you?
For sure.
Right? Like you hate being with yourself. Like why are they gonna like it?
Yeah, yeah. Keep it a beam. That's
Yeah.
real life. That's real life. I understand that for sure.
Hey, I want to ask you two things real quick before we go on to your next song. So you said Scholastic, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember going to the book fairs, like in school?
Yeah, in school, that shit
Yeah.
was. I mean, that stuff was ill. Like I remember, they would give us this little piece of paper that was almost like newspaper, and we were able to pick which books that we want.
Yeah.
And I remember the first book I got from there in school was Cat in the Hat, and the other one was Arthur. And it was just so ill.
All right.
The reason why I've always loved Cat in the Hat was because the rhyming.
I was about to say, all right, we found out your origin story of being a
It
rapper.
got something. Yeah, it got something to do with it. Cat in the Hat was that was my stuff, man. I was very intertwined with that. I
You need
love
to
it.
put that
So.
in the studio, bro. Just have it hanging there on the shelf. So
Yeah.
whenever you get stuck, just look at that and be like, "This is why I do it."
And then I'm gonna be like, this is so corny. I'm looking at Cat in the Hat right now, but it's dope. It's a dope situation.
Bro, you gotta embrace your origin, man.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, what's the next song? So we said dance floor, right?
Yeah.
So let's see, what's the next song? Do you know the next song that's on there in order, or Well, actually, it shows on your
Uh
phone, so whatever. Anyways, it says, look, I'm from Portland.
oh yeah, part two.
Part two. I haven't heard part
Yeah,
one.
yeah, you should definitely watch. Go listen to it because a lot of people like my sister, Artasia. Congratulations to her. She's having a baby. She's about 6 months. I'm excited for my
Oh
older
yeah.
sister, but her favorite song is part one. My dad likes part two, but he wasn't too fond of part one. My mom likes part one. She's not really fond of part two. So, it just all depends on what people think. I like part two better
Hey,
than part one, if you ask me.
yeah. Since you asked me what I think, I like it. Um, I was actually gonna play a little bit of it. This is the only song I'm gonna play. The whole YouTube copyright thing, I don't want it to get taken down, so that's the only reason I haven't been playing any of them, or else I'd be playing little samples of them. But are you cool if I share like a quick minute of it?
Yeah, you're right. It's okay. You can play it. Go
Yeah,
for it.
I don't know if my video gets taken down, I'm gonna go after you though, after your team. Tell them to okay it. All right. Yeah,
Definitely, it's good.
yeah, it's cool. I know. I don't know how that stuff works, man. But it's kind of scary because you get 3 strikes on YouTube.
Yeah, but if I comment on the video and say it is okay for you to play this song, like what I mean, you should be able to do it. Because someone asked me to do that recently for their gaming,
Yeah,
and they were able to do it. So
I'm trying to trust you, bro, but I'm scared.
nah, it's Gucci, bro. Do your thing, but go
Yeah.
with what you believe, though.
So yeah. Let's see. All right. So you guys ready for this? Let me know if you guys can hear it in the chat, okay? And you too, King Vibe.
From Portland, where the girls is annoying, but it's still beautiful and gorgeous. Look, I'm from Portland.
Can you hear it? Nod your head if you
Hold
can.
up, yes, look, I'm from Portland.
No?
Yes, Portland. Hold up, let's get it. PDX
Chat,
yeah, my
can you
team
guys
is
hear
solid. Not going home, can't call me Roger. Had me a son, yeah, that made me go harder. Read under the books, cause it made me smarter. Graduated school, then I went to college. My life is a race, can't nobody start it. I be feeling like I'm Dr. King, I got this beat. I'm all in the studio, 7 days out the week. I let my voice out. Time to tell the world what I'm really about. Yeah, I'm permanent, kinda like a tattoo. Doing everything that I gotta do just to win and never lose. Well, I got sauce and it came with the juice. PDX boy, and I did make the news. Yeah, I got the rhythm and flow. That is just something that you really need to know. Go watch that show. Netflix top 16, but I'm living my life and I really been a beast. Everybody really wanna rap. Half of these rappers cap. That is a fact. Look at me all on the map. Wanna book me, need a bag, and I need it fast. We can.
Look at me, I'm all on the map. So you weren't able to hear it, King Vibe?
Yeah, I know the song though, but you know what I mean. If
Yeah.
you want to play it out loud, you're welcome to.
Yeah. Well, everyone else could hear it.
Okay.
I hope you remember it. You know it.
Yeah, I know it.
And then I typed in, "Can you guys hear it?" And I put HERE, and then I had to correct it real quick. I put here HEAR. So I can't spell
Definitely.
either, bro. I can't.
Nah, it's okay. I feel like when we're so used to like typing on the internet, and that's just the swag that we do. So sometimes it comes out that way. But you're an intelligent guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I misspell stuff too. So.
Oh, you're right. I should put emojis next time, huh? Like just like the little music beats and the little phone and the computer.
However way it works.
um, so I played like the first minute of it,
Okay.
and I like that song. I think that's probably my favorite song out of your album.
What? Look, I'm from Portland, part two.
Yeah.
Wow, that's dope. I'm glad you're like you're one person out of a lot of people. Like a few people said that, but that's amazing that you said. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
It
no
means a lot.
problem, man. And I'm not just saying that just to say it.
I appreciate it.
What's it called? So Portland, that's in Oregon, right?
Yeah, Portland, Oregon.
Not Portland, Maine. I'm not sure if there's one in Maine, but I think so.
Yeah, I think there's a Portland in Maine. Yeah, Portland, Maine. But I've been there too. But no, I'm from Portland, Oregon. Town business.
So right now I'm currently in Washington.
Dope. I used to live there too.
So I'm 3 hours from Portland. I'm in Central Washington. 3 hours
Central?
from yeah. Tri Cities.
You ever
Kennewick?
have you heard of Central Catholic High
Nah.
School?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I used to go out there all the time. I went to Garfield too, in Washington. My mom lives out there in like I think Bellevue area. So I was always back and forth from Seattle. I grew up out there. I went to middle school out there, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. So that's why when you said like Bellingham, Washington, that's like 3 hours from me too. I'm literally,
Oh yeah,
I'm like in the
we'll
middle
talk.
of Washington, bro. So like everything is like a 3 hour drive to like everything important.
That's yeah.
But yeah, I live right here on the Columbia River. Like
Oh, so you're right. You're basically you're in Northwester. I appreciate it.
yeah, so and I lived in Cali for, I was born here, I grew up in Cali. I I don't know if people will say this or not, but I'm a Cali dude. Like I was raised there and I became a man there. However you want to take that, but you
I
know
respect it.
that's where I got my
That's how
roots.
that's how I feel with my music too, because and this is Portland and Seattle, my people out there. I don't want you guys to take this any type of way, but the reason why I left Portland was because the support system out there wasn't the way that it should have been. There was a lot of a competition. Everybody wanted to sell a mixtape. Everybody wanted to do shows, and it wasn't enough support. Like if I double tap your stuff, I expect them to double tap back. And out there, everybody was just fighting. Like it was points where we were fighting, like in the clubs and stuff. And
Yeah,
I left because they said if you want to do it for your city, you can't be in your city. You got to leave. So California made me, and that's the reason why on the show, and I'll clear this up too, on Rhythm and Flow, when I went on that show, they said King Vvibe from Los Angeles. I really wish that they would have said King Vvibe from Portland, Oregon. And I got a lot of comments, and a lot of people from Portland like don't really mess with me like that no more, because they said I could have easily fixed that and
and you didn't.
checked.
That's fine.
Yeah, but it wasn't that I didn't do it. It was too late. It was already
Yeah.
on television when they said it. So, you know.
Nah, it's cool and it's funny because I was gonna say from LA when like introducing you. But
Mm-hmm.
good thing I have the foresight not to do that. No,
Nah, it's all good. Because
no.
LA, I love it out here. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? This
Yeah,
is my
well,
place.
like I said, I figured in the streets because everyone's from the streets, man. One way or another. Just
Mm-hmm.
some streets are nicer than others, you know?
Absolutely.
But yeah, that song was dope, and I thought it was pretty cool that you were from Portland, cause like me be, I'd rather go to Portland than Seattle. I don't know if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
it's popping out there, but it's dangerous. Portland is definitely dangerous right now because it's um the black movement right now for Black Life Matters and stuff like that is extreme out there with the police and the police brutality. So if you go to Portland, Oregon, you'll see people on the corners with AK-47s and huge guns just ready to trip out.
yeah,
But they're not tripping out on the people, they're tripping out on the police. So that's the reason why I don't recommend anybody go there right now. I mean, unless you know people and you're prepared
yeah.
for whatever comes your way. So
Well, coming from California to Washington, I can have my gun on me everywhere, which is pretty sick.
yeah, I'm
So,
licensed too. You must keep it on you at all times.
just letting everyone know. Just letting everyone
Hmm.
know. King Vvibe strap. Legally. Legally. Just yeah.
Legally now. It wasn't legal for a while, but I'm legal now. Though.
Allegedly, he was
Yeah.
illegal.
If they didn't know where it was at, it was okay.
Yeah, no, but it's crazy. And
Hmm.
so what did you think about when like Portland was being like burnt to the ground supposedly? Like when you saw that on the news and stuff.
I was in disappointment because that's not how we get down. You know what I mean? Portland individuals, we're real smooth, we're real cool, we're urban. You know what I'm saying? And like you wouldn't expect that. And it's not even. And I'll say this too. I don't want anybody tripping when I say this. It's not even like the black folks out there tripping on the police. It's the
It's
the
the white
white folks.
folks. Yeah.
They throwing grenades back at the police and the smoke bombs and all sorts of stuff. So it's at a point where Portland is out of hand and it's not even in our hands anymore. So um, I don't blame my people out there. The governor needs to do something different in the city for some organization, and uh, we just need some better guidance. We don't have the correct guidance in that city right now, but it's completely different from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago, you was able to walk outside with the street lights on and be okay to go check your mail, but now you can't. Like, it is what it is. So.
Yeah. That's the Portland I remember. It's been a while since I've been there, but
Mhm.
like I said, that's the Portland I remember. It was pretty nice. I don't know if you ever heard of Salinas, California?
I've heard of it, never been, but I've
Okay,
heard of it.
so that's where I used to live in Cali. It's pretty crazy. So,
Isn't that near Chico?
that's like it's like 2 hours from Chico. It's like an hour from San Jose.
Yeah. I've heard it, but I had a photo shoot in San Jose, and my boy who was doing a photo shoot, I can't remember his name, but he told me he lived somewhere
He
out
was
that
from
area.
Salinas.
So,
It's right next to Monterey. You probably heard of Monterey.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's usually when I tell people like they're like, "Oh, what part of California are you from?" I'm like Salinas. They're like, I'm like, it's an hour from San Jose. They're like, an hour and a half from San Francisco. They're like, oh, okay. They're
Yeah,
like, all they know is Frisco and LA, bro. Like,
the
yeah,
Bay
it's
is where
the
it's
Bay.
at. Like, I got a lot of family out there. A lot of my Oakland dancers who be turfing and stuff. Actually, you'll see the video that comes out real soon. I got a couple of my boys in it at turf. Actually, there's a guy named Turf. He was on America's Got Talent, and that's one of my good boys from Vegas. He's gonna be in the video. So
Hey, that picture I used, it said America's Got Talent. You were on there.
yeah, it was what year was that? It was a while back when I went on there in Vegas, and they wrote a whole article on me. If you type it in on Google, type in Vibe more, not King Vibe. It was before I started going by King Vibe, but Vibe more, VVIBEMORE. You'll see the article and stuff. But I didn't even go on there for rap. I went on there for dance.
Yeah. Oh, dang, that's crazy.
So a lot of people know that's another one of my little tricks I do. I definitely need to sharpen up on my skills because it's been a while since I took some choreography classes, but it's coming soon.
Do you make TikToks of you dancing, bro?
Nah, but all my little friends and my little shorties and stuff be all on that TikTok thing, and
It's a good
they
way
be trying to tell, they be telling me to get on a TikTok. My mom even said that.
Yeah.
She said, "Let's make a TikTok," and I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, my mom thinks it's cool. It's not cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when the parents start saying, "Let's do it," we got to find something new.
Yeah. Um, the only reason I approve of TikTok is because so many people are on there, bro, and random videos just pop up. So like, that's just another way to get your name out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's whatever.
I have a video. If you type my name in, this is for everybody on TikTok. If you type my name in, TikTok has a sound for me. My music is on TikTok. I think Twisted Reality, the whole album's on there. It's on Instagram Music also. And you can type in King Vvibe and go to the videos. You'll see a bunch of different kids from different cities and countries and shit. I mean, and stuff, excuse my French, doing TikToks on my music, which is pretty awesome. Because I've never met them before, but they love my sound. And it just gives me assurance in life that I'm doing something corrective. I've never met these kids before, and I'm impacting them somehow. So,
Hey, that's through all your platforms, though, right?
absolutely.
And then Madison Ray said that she told you to get on there. So apparently
Yeah.
we're all jumping you now.
Yeah, Madison, she's by like that. You need to have her. If I'm able to recommend anybody for you to have on the show, you definitely need to have Madison on there. Her father's name is Mr. Reyes, and he is dope. I actually won a competition through them, naming answers from the show from Julie and the Phantoms, and I won like a bunch of gear from Julie and the Phantom and stuff. And
It sounds like that was rigged.
Nah,
We
I
need to
didn't
run
know
it
her.
back.
I didn't know it wasn't rigged because at first we met all on some genuine stuff. Never met her, got a chance to like meet her face to face, but we got connected through the internet, and we genuinely turned into really good friends. And even her dad, seen how real I was and how cool I was, and Ghost, and we created a family. I mean, through the pandemic, I expect for everybody to use the platforms to create families, like not just only your family at home. Create families in New York, create families in Seattle, Washington, everywhere you go, create a family,
Yeah.
whether it's through the internet. And I consider her, that's not only my best friend, she like a little sis too. So
Yeah. Tell her, send her the stuff back. Tell her to sign it.
definitely, I need an autograph, Maddie.
And then, Maddie, hold on real quick. If you're ever interested on being on here too, I'll have the email at the end, or I guess if maybe King Vibe can tell me how to get a hold of you, we can do that too. But I'm
Definitely.
gonna get back to King Vibe. This is his episode, so stop trying to take the spotlight. All right. He's not on Netflix yet, so let him shine.
uh, she's on that. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we gotta get you this.
I'm on there too.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, you didn't know about the big show I'm on?
Nah. Go ahead and
Okay, I'll
speak.
tell you a little bit about that. I'm on a TV series called Rhythm and Flow. I was top 16 on the show with Snoop Dogg, Chance, Ti. Uh, Nipsey Hussle was on there also. I was street performing in the streets, and they picked me up from the streets, and it was a whole battle. So when you get done with this live, go watch it. It's on Netflix. That was actually one of our connections, and me and her connections, because she's on Netflix and I was on Netflix too. And it actually was one of the number one hip hop shows, and they got an award for it. And that was part of my career. Like, that was definitely a big impact on my career.
Oh, yeah, that's sick. Well, yeah, seeing Snoop and Nipsey, I'm sure that made a big impact right there.
Yeah, it gave me a little bit of assurance, but it also taught me to step my game up.
And
You
it
know what I
also
mean? For the fact
it also showed you that it's in reach, right? It's
it is
right
in
there.
reach.
They're right there in front of you. It's like
Absolutely.
it's not something I see on the internet or TV. This is something I see in person.
Hmm.
It's in reach. I don't know. That's how I would say it. But let's see. Where else are we on? Oh, there's someone in the background, huh? It's cool.
Oh, she can hear.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. Let her shine too, man. Everyone needs to get their time to shine, bro. We'll ask her if she wants to be on the next one. All right, so let's see. West Coast Boy.
West Coast Boy. That song. Well, White P, I believe White P's on that. That song right there was dope because White P's from Portland,
Yeah.
but he lives in Bellingham, I think. But he knew me from Portland, and we didn't really remember each other. But he remembered me from the streets out there, and it was just dope because he remembered me, and we got a chance to connect with each other and get on the song. So I like the song though, but it's West Coast Boy. The reason why we called it West Coast Boy was because Northwest, we can still consider it the West, like West. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. So
I was gonna ask
I
you.
don't know.
I was gonna say. I feel the opposite, because the whole West Coast. I feel like this is kind of a newer thing. So when they say the West Coast, a lot of people now consider California, Oregon, and Washington the West Coast, right?
Yeah, or the Northwest, either or.
Yeah. Well, it's because I've seen T-shirts with like West Coast and it has those three states. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, nah. But when you say West Coast, it's like everyone knows California, you know.
Mhm.
I guess maybe people could fight me on this one, but
Yeah.
but it's cool. I mean, technically, it is all on the West Coast, but
Yeah, I feel like if you got the West in your blood, it's enough. You know what I mean? If it's in your blood, it doesn't matter if you live in China. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a West Coast individual and your spirit feels that way, then you're from the West. Just accept it and just love it.
yeah. But you gotta at least feel that Cali sunshine before you can say you got it, cause that's a
Yeah.
different warmth right there, man. uh, I guess we'll kind of speed through the rest of these
Okay.
because my favorite one was the I'm from Portland, so that's all that matters is what I like, right? So real.
I just gotta keep it so real. So I keep it so real. Yeah. Dariana Don is on that. He's actually singing a little bit on that art. Kind of a lot. I love that song just because once again, Darion, he's a huge impact in my career. Like he's ill. I mean, you gotta meet him. He's another guy. But we ain't gonna talk about that because I know you don't want me to focus on too many other people. But
Nah, I don't care. You
Dariana
can
Don
talk
is
about
dope.
whoever you want. This is your episode, bro.
Yeah, Dariana Don. I like shedding all the shine on everybody because these artists they definitely deserve so much attention. Like Ghost and ADD, Pugic Sounds, like all of these people, they don't get all the recognition that they should. And even me as an artist, I feel like sometimes, you know what I mean, the internet plays with you. You know what I mean? They don't give you all the recognition. Like even with the verification, the check mark thing, I was so confused. I was so confused one day. Like I got off the show and I didn't get verified. all these other people got verified, and then a year and a half later, I'm cussing out Instagram like, you guys don't see the things that I'm doing. Like, what's going on? Like, and I woke up with a check.
All right.
So I feel like using
So
your voice is
here's the
important.
secret, you guys. Make a fake profile. Make it say King Vibe or whatever. Well, not you, but like let's just say someone that wants to get checked. Make a fake profile and say that there's a person impersonating you, and all of your followers are following them. Tell them I need that check mark so they know I'm the real one. Bam.
Exactly.
There you go. I don't know if that would work or not, but I think so.
It might.
Yeah. Be like, I don't want them going to the wrong page. So
Yeah. And sorry that my phone rang. My boy, he pulled up. He's getting ready to the studio in a little bit, but we still got time though. Definitely,
right,
he was just calling. I don't know if that messed up the video.
yeah, a little bit. It zoomed in on my shoulder,
Oh,
but it's fine. People like that.
all right.
They like that. I gotta show them, dude. If I was wearing a tank top, it'd be over, bro. I'd have to just full screen on me.
Damn.
So, and then, so rodeo. What's the thought? How do you pronounce it?
Rodeo.
Okay, yeah, me too. But I'm from Salinas, where they have the country. It's the whole nationwide rodeo, the Salinas rodeo.
Yeah.
So that's just something I like. That I like pronouncing it like that, just to see what people say.
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, you can pronounce it however you want to, whether you want to do it rodeo or the way you said it,
Yeah, rodeo.
rodeo.
Yeah,
The reason we called it rodeo is because, I said, I just want to go on a rodeo, hop up on a horsey on a dirt road, drink a couple beers and hit the studio. I just want to go up on a rodeo. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is like life is a ride. It's a roller coaster, and it's like jumping on a horse because you never know how fast or however you're gonna go. And I was just telling the people, and the message of the song is, go on a rodeo in life, but at the same time ease your brain and relax. And that's why I said drink a couple of beers and go to the studio, because that's like the man cave when you go there and do that. But I don't drink anymore. I'm letting everybody know that I don't drink nothing, no alcohol, no vape pens, no marijuana, nothing. If I walk into a room and I see people smoking weed, I'm leaving. If I see people drinking, I'm leaving. If I'm at a party and I see it around me, I'm gone. Just because I don't even want to be around it. I don't want to be influenced at all.
The temptation's real.
It's real, but I'm getting tough with it to the point where I know I don't even the temptation doesn't bother me anymore.
Yeah. So it's all about willpower, man.
Absolutely.
And have you ever rode in on a horse to the studio?
No.
Alright, so studio gangster. All right.
I got into a car that had some good ass horsepower though.
He's not about that life. All right.
Nah, I stepped up. We was in a nice ass Charger and that had horsepower.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, I just messed. Yeah, have you ever ridden a horse?
Yeah, actually I rode a horse out in what city was that? Montgomery, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Montgomery,
that
Alabama.
sounds like some Alabama shit.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I don't know if you've seen there's this show I can't think of what it's called, but it's like towards Mississippi. It's a strip. It's like a whole club or whatever. It's about. I ain't gonna talk about it on here. I'll talk to you after about it. But it's this show on Netflix, and it's pretty crazy. But they literally are riding on the freeway on horses, not the freeway, but the main street on horses and stuff. So
isn't there like a LA squad like of people on horses?
Yeah. I seen a police. I don't know if they got squads or anything.
No, I think there's like some homies that ride horses, bro.
That's gangster. That's a whole nother gangster level of life I don't know about. But that sounds pretty.
Yeah, I know it's kind of off track. I remember seeing it too, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Yeah, my family in Mexico, they have like cows and horses, and I remember when I was younger, my grandpa passed away, and we went to go visit him so we could see him before he passed, but he ended up passing away before we got there. And
okay. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I never even knew him, so like it's not really. It's kind of sad. I have no feelings towards him whatsoever, but like I know that sounds messed up too, but
nah, it's trust me, I understand.
But that's why if you got family and friends, keep them close, because I mean blood is just blood, and if you never made a connection with them, then is it really family? You know.
Yeah,
And like
exactly.
I love my grandpa because you know the like I said, I never met him and I never really talked to him, but he raised my dad and my dad raised me, so I had to get something from him, right?
It's real. It's real. If it's authentic and it's real. So
Yes, sir. And I'm sure I got my temper from my grandpa.
I definitely got my temper from my mom.
Yeah, you know where that came from. And
Yeah.
there was so the kids were in school during that time because you know it was just like a random trip, and
Hmm.
they were teaching me how to ride a horse. And like after I learned how to ride the horse, I would just like ride that thing through the town, bro, and like I'd wander off like by myself, and like it was sick because I didn't have to walk anywhere, bro. So I was just like mobbing on this horse and just.
That's gangster. Is it like manual or like what? Like no, like can you control the speed and stuff? Like
Yeah, well, it was an older one, bro. It was called Nalgona. You know what that
okay,
means?
heck no.
Big booty. Like
Oh,
like
okay.
if you say like she's a Nalgona, like you're saying that's like a big booty girl.
Culo.
Yeah, exactly. So the horse was called Nalgona. Yeah, and so dude, now that I think about it, it's fucking crazy. I was this little kid, like roaming Mexico on a fucking horse and like with no supervision whatsoever.
So if you got pulled over by the police, are they gonna ask you for license and registration? Or are you like, are you good?
I think they'd ask me for money, bro.
And like, pay us or we take you away in the
Yeah, for
horse.
real. We're kidnapping this little kid. I don't know.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I just thought that was funny. I remember hearing that song too. I was like, man, this was talking about horses. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool though. And then Moonlight, which is the last song with Darian the Dawn.
Yeah. Basically the Moonlight, the whole album, I feel like that song was very important to me because we sat down and that's when I was smoking weed heavy, like heavy with
Yeah.
him. I think we had and like I said to the kids, I don't promote any type of drugs or anything whatsoever, but we smoked like a pound, like not the whole thing, but we had a
Yeah.
pound there that day. We were just going
You're
back to back
picking
to
at
back to
it.
back. Yeah, and Moonlight, we were so lit. So we were talking about just everything, like space. We were just on one,
Yeah.
and I just will never forget the conversations that we had that night. I feel like the whole album has something to do with that single because a lot of the tracks they're not all organized. Like there were some tracks made before, there was some tracks that we written before, there was some tracks that we just put the headphones in and started recording. You know what I mean? Just authentic tracks, and so that's what I got to say. If anybody hasn't heard the album, just take the time to go listen to it. And the reason why it's volume one is because there's a volume two and there is a volume three. It
Oh
just
shit.
hasn't been released yet. So
It's crazy how that works.
yeah,
And we'll talk about volume two in a little bit. I mean, you don't have to go in depth with it because it might not even be in depth yet, right? But
yeah.
we'll talk a little bit about it. And then Broken Promises. Uh,
ADD.
yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
That's one of
ADD.
yeah, ADD. They call him ADD because he's lit in life. Like he's just ADD, just in
Yeah.
general. He's a white boy, but is my brother. You know what I mean? Brother
Yeah.
from another mother. He's very strong in his artistry. He's still learning. I think he's dealing with internet money right
I like
now.
how you're like,
Internet
he's a
money.
white boy, but he's strong.
Yeah, like, and I mean, strong in the heart, strong in the music. He plays. If you meet anybody that knows how to play a guitar and a piano and sing at the same time, like, that's just natural born talent. So,
Yeah. Hey, they got
he's
white
dealing.
lions out there, bro.
Yeah, he's dealing with internet money right now, and I ain't even really gonna talk too much of them because, I mean, like I said, we ain't gotta talk about those guys
Yeah.
right now. But internet money, that's who he's with. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, if they want to pay me, then we can talk about them. Until
Yeah.
until then,
I ain't really got too much to say.
No, it's cool, man. So what is that? 10 songs?
Yeah.
Many more? And you told me you were gonna give me breaking news on volume 2.
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell any dates,
That's
but I
smart.
will say
That's
that
smart.
it's definitely coming soon, and it's definitely different than Volume One. It is some of the same producers, but there's a few other producers too. And it's insane because we have some. I will give you guys a hint though. We have some dance music, some more dance, some pop music, some almost like that, like jumping pop music, like EDM a little bit. I have an EDM producer from London doing some UK music too. So
Yeah. Oh dang,
um,
we're going international. We're going international.
you got to go international. That's the only way.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm international too, bro. So don't even trip about that.
Yeah, you ill. I respect you, man.
I've had two guests from out of the country, from Portuguese and from the UK.
Okay,
So yeah,
okay.
I'm trying. I'm trying to. And
Yeah.
I guess everyone just if you want to know more about Volume Two, follow him on his socials. Listen to his music. That's how you eventually get more clues about what's gonna come out. So
Yes. Yes,
so
sir.
that's cool. And let me know if I can do like a little introduction or something on one of your songs, bro.
Yeah, you definitely can. You anytime you want, man. I don't mind, bro. Because if that's the case, if you want to do an introduction on my music, you should let me send you some unreleased.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Because
bro.
I feel like the stuff that's been released is already like given out there to the world. So I want to give you something like special from my heart, just to you that I haven't necessarily released yet, and it'll have more meaning to it being the fact that you the first to hear it. So
Hell yeah, bro. You make me cry. You make me cry.
nah. We got to keep it gangsta on
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
here.
Oh my bad. Let me go make someone else cry. I'll go. I'm gonna go punch them. um,
Yo, the
how did
things in the back right there. You see that?
which one?
That you got in the background right there? Those little that side, yeah.
Yeah, the pops.
Yeah, so I was in Hollywood the other day and I seen the line. The line would look ridiculous.
Yeah,
I
bro.
mean,
They're
it was
crazy.
so long at the store, and I remember those things. People buying those. What's the deal behind those?
They did some. They make limited ones, so they're worth like people since they only make certain amounts of them. People sell them for like a lot, man. So
Nice, nice,
so
nice,
yeah, yeah.
nice.
So I don't know. It's just well, Dragon Ball Z. Most of
Okay.
those are Dragon Ball Z right there. But I don't know. It's just stuff for the background too.
Yeah, I like it. It's dope.
Yeah.
Keep up that good work. I appreciate it.
But and like since my show is not just about like artists, it's about everything. This is like kind of like my office slash man cave. All you guys
Yeah,
see is the sports section and the pops there, but I have cars right here where you guys can't see. I'm gonna have artists right here. Like,
yeah.
probably a Scarface one because I love that movie growing up. To be a rapper, you needed to have Scarface, so like.
He said, you know, he said, it's two things in my life that I don't break, man, and that's my word and that's my ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out Scarface.
My favorite was you guys need a bad guy like me.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can point
He
the
said,
finger to.
he said, you guys need a bad guy like me, man.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. I do it for the people. I'll take that on my shoulders.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
So how did you get with your label? This is something that interests me because a lot of people I'm sure wonder like how they could make it somewhere. Like.
It's not okay. I'll put it like this, just to answer that question, so we don't have confusion to everybody out there. It's not about a label. It's about you as an artist organizing theirself as an item to be, not even necessarily an item, as an individual to be worth something to be sold out there to the world, like to be valuable. So I say before these artists out here get to a label or something like that, learn the business behind it. Like, it's not about signing. It's not about signing to a label. It's more about getting management, people that really look up to you, so you can get in better positions. Because once you sign, you are signed. That's like going to the army. If you go to the army, and shout out to all my vets, when you go out to the army, you belong to the army. You can't do what you want. You can't leave. You got to stay there. So when it comes to labels,
you can't wear what you want sometimes.
nah, yeah, you can't. Yeah, when you're in the army, shout out to my son's mother and her wife. She's in the army, and her wife is in the army, like I said. So, they taught me a lot. We're mad cool. We co-parent and everything, and I love it. It's something dope that I push towards everybody to do one day if you ever had to. But she taught one thing that she showed me was Jackson. She said, when you're in public, you can't, if you got your uniform on, you can't hold hands or any of that stuff like that. So It's just like when
Yeah.
it comes to the music. When you're with a label, you want to be with somebody, or you want to do a song with another artist, you can't.
Yeah.
So it limits you. So I have a team. I mean, not a label.
Not a
I
label. You
have
got
my
a
own.
team.
I have my own label. To be honest with you, and you can look it up
Yeah.
online, viberecords.com. But we don't have any artists signed. It's my own LLC. It's not me. Uh, I'm not promoting anybody's label. It's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
me as an artist and my team.
Hell yeah. That way no one takes a cut too, right? Like,
Yeah, there's
I, I
percentages and cuts and all
I'm
that.
not trying to be superficial, because he doesn't just make music just for the money, but that is, if you got to be real. That's a part of it. Is you make money off of it, or you can,
Yeah,
you can.
yeah,
Let me correct that.
hmm
And
yeah,
why is someone else going to be making money off of him when they didn't do anything? I mean,
yeah,
that might be a broad statement that they didn't do anything, but you're doing all the work, and they're getting something out of it, right?
yeah.
So
It's
I like where you're going.
there's many different ways. What I'm saying? Instagram gave me a badge recently. Now, what that badge means is people can support, my nonprofit, organization
Hell
that
yeah.
I have on the side, and they can tip on that, and then the streams and stuff is important. It's like labels are not even really. I mean, labels are dope. I'm no disrespect to labels or anything like that, but you can make money in all types of revenue just being an independent artist and dealing with the right people and stuff like that, doing shows and concerts and stuff like that. Because once you're labeled as an artist that's signed to a label, that's what that means. That absolutely you stamped yourself as a signed artist. So that means you're signed to somebody, and you got to obey by the rules.
Uh, do you like Mac Miller?
He's dope.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
So he's like one of the he's like one of the first ones, not one of the first ones, but like he's one of the first bigger rappers that went independent, right? And made a whole bunch
Yeah,
of money because it was just him. He might have
yeah,
made more money with the label, but by
hmm
the end of the day, whatever percentages they took out, he would have actually made less, right? So
yeah,
his album could have made 1 million compared to however many sales his album could have made as his independent label.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, he made more off the independent because he got the full cut and not just the percentage, right?
Yep. And a little bit of history and music too. That's real. That's real. Michael Jackson bought all of his rights back and all of his royalties and the Beatles and all sorts of stuff. So that explains right there. Revenue can last longevity forever if you just make the right move.
Hell yeah.
Don't sell yourself short.
Kanye West
I'll
is
leave it at that.
currently trying to get all his masters and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
And for the artists out there, if you want to keep your masters, don't give them to begin with. Your
like
catalogs are important. don't give them away.
like we said, keep that intellectual property.
Yeah.
And like Lil Wayne too, bro, with what was it Birdman? Like,
Yeah.
weren't they like in a big argument because Lil Wayne wasn't really making any? Well, not I'm not saying he wasn't making money, but he wasn't making as much money as he could have been, and they were stalling him out and stuff like that.
Yeah, Lil Wayne got hold out. I mean, excuse my French,
That's
but
fine.
uh, what I mean by that is, Bird. Well, some stuff happened. If anybody want to know what happens, look it up on the internet. But he got into a situation with a contract, and he's fighting for it now. So
Yeah.
a lot of people just need to be very careful. Megan Thee Stallion, and just go ahead and look up her story. There's a couple safe artists out there, but everybody goes through. TLC,
Yeah.
they had Grammys and they're broke.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. Well, most of them.
Some of them,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Are you trying to get any awards?
Am I trying to do what?
Get any awards, like any Grammys or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna happen. Manifestation, law of attraction is very important. So I feel like if everybody just call in and just make it happen for yourself, it's gonna happen. It's a matter of time for everybody. We all got that ticket. It's $1 million out here for everybody. It's gotta make that right move. We all gonna be getting Grammys. You're gonna get a Grammy one day. I'm gonna get a Grammy one day. You just gotta call it. It's gonna happen. So,
You know what you might get that I'm not gonna get?
what's that?
You're gonna get a Why Not Me award, maybe. Maybe.
What is it again?
Why Not Me Award.
Shit, whatever it is, I want it.
At the end of this year, I'm gonna do like a little award show for all the
Okay.
people I had on here. So my musical guests, they're gonna have their own category. I have people that shoot firearms, they're gonna have their own category. Like firearm enthusiasts, just like like video game players, they're gonna have their own category, and we're gonna see who gets the top award for it. So
Oh man, I can't wait for that. I'm
yeah,
excited.
yeah, I got this whole thing planned. I'm gonna have people accept their award and stuff, probably via Zoom.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I could do it live. If not, it'll be pre-recorded. But it's something I'm looking, just some fun for like my fans and stuff, and for me too.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I'm excited that when I get to the studio tonight, like my boy, he's waiting. At 8 o'clock, we're gonna go to the studio. So I'm definitely gonna. I'll send you a snippet of what we're working on tonight, and it's ill. We have a song called Grammy.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. We're talking about Grammys, and we haven't even recorded yet. So I think that's what we're gonna work on tonight.
Hell yeah, hell yeah! It's like how she opened that letter, how Madison opened that letter, and she got the award. Right here,
Mhm.
I'm right here. You're gonna get that Grammy soon.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
But anyways, so 8 o'clock, you're gonna pretty much have to go, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He been sitting here waiting, but I ain't tripping on it.
Yeah, no, that's
My
fine.
boy.
I guess we'll head to the questions soon. I was gonna. I didn't think this was gonna. Honestly, I don't know what you thought before going into this, but I never know how it's gonna go, and I always feel like, am I gonna have enough stuff to talk about?
Nah, it's all good. You know what I mean? We can getting it, definitely been getting it popping. Like, you know what I mean? I enjoy everything. Like anything that you want to ask, go for it.
Yeah.
But
But I'm just it's a as being the producer slash whatever the host is like, you kind of have a little nervous feeling like, all right, how is this gonna go? Hopefully it's not whack, which I know it's not gonna be, but you just gotta think of like, I gotta keep this going, I gotta keep it moving.
now you say you're a professional. I can hear it. Like you're dope. I appreciate this. I've been on talk shows, a couple of different like podcasts, and they were all over the place, and you're not. So you're dope. I'm into you. So keep up the amazing work.
Hell yeah, thank you. And I wanted to ask you, how was it collabing with Dizzy Wright, and how did that happen?
That's my bro. Like he calls me little brother. Like we're not really like related through blood, but he calls me little brother. I call him big bro. I actually just talked to him a couple weeks ago about another track that we're gonna do. Him, Hobson came to a couple of my street shows before. They had a whole movement back in the day, Backpack Crew. It was just ill, you know what I'm saying? They would all come together and freestyle and stuff like that. But Dizzy Wright is dope. Like when we recorded that song, we recorded at his house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in his little studio he had. Dizzy Wright is one of the most genuine people. He doesn't know that I stopped smoking weed, but I'm sure he's still gonna accept me for me.
Yeah.
Because he smokes like a chimney, but
so I've heard.
yeah. He's cool though. He's a good person. He's not somebody you would think that's just bougie at being a celebrity. Like he's really dope. Definitely I can talk to him and try to get him on your show.
Yeah, bro. If you could do that, that'd be sick too, man. I'd appreciate any help I can get. Like I said, I always tell people this because it's funny. I invited Post Malone to be on here, bro.
Really?
Yeah, never answered.
We got some connections through that too. I don't know him. I haven't talked to him, know him like that, but I know some skaters that, you know what I mean, know him, that used to sleep on his couch type shit. So like, you know what I mean, I'm sure we can figure something out in time.
But I guess where I wanted to go with that was, people, if you never try, then you're never gonna get anywhere.
Absolutely.
If you don't play the game, how are you gonna win?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's been a lot of hit and misses, but eventually I'll get more hits than misses, bro.
Nah, you gonna get it.
But yeah, man, this time flew by fast.
It did.
Yeah.
My boy's gonna kick me. Yeah. But it's all good.
So I guess one last question, then we'll do live questions, and then you'll drop your socials, and we'll get you out of here. Okay.
Okay.
So what direction do you want to take your career? This is something I ask everyone.
The only direction you can go is up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go as far. I'm not by me saying I'm gonna go as far as I allow myself. I'm gonna go as far as that I didn't know that I can go. I want to touch something further than the sky, like because they say the sky is the limit. That's false.
Yeah.
You can go further than that. There's space. There's further than that. You can think as logical as you want, but there you go.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you. And anyways, like you said, you got to get out of the space, or you got to get into space, because if not, you'll fall back down. Gravity.
Exactly. Gravity.
So you just want to keep going up. So everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and read some of your questions. I'm gonna take a quick 45-second break. So in case you have different questions to ask, maybe you're like, oh, I could have had a good question, but I wasted it on this one. Nah, don't worry.
Yeah.
You can change your mind. And he has the right to answer or not answer whatever he wants to. He is an individual person. So we're gonna take a quick 45-second break. Go into the live questions. If whenever I get sponsors, I'm always gonna have a little sponsor before this, and then the thing. So let's go. I got visions too, bro.
Let's do it.
Public service announcement for all the people out there listening to this funky ass boom bap album. Check it out.
So, I'm gonna start from the earlier ones first. So let's see. And Angelica Santiago's asking, what artists do you want to work with in the future, and who are some of your best friends, and who might be your new best friend now?
My goal is to work with. Geez, there's so many people. Uh, I've always loved Lil Uzi. So Lil Uzi, I can't wait to work with Lil Uzi. It's gonna happen very soon. I can't wait. And then I haven't done a song with Hobson yet, and I don't know why, because we ran across each other so many different times. And then of course Boosie, I talked to him about doing a feature, just haven't had the chance to run into it. And then also, I recently just talked to T Grizzly, and we're talking about doing something in the future, but haven't necessarily did it yet. So, but as far as my best friends, Maddie, that's one of my best friends. Ghost is my best friend. Jamarie McDonald. You know what I mean? We got Stunna, he's like a family, like everything. Blanca is like momager, so she's like a best friend to me too. Baby girl, she's definitely a best friend. Amazing. Her sister Ecstasy, like she's ill. You know what I'm saying? I look at everybody as good friends until you cross me wrong and make me think otherwise.
Yeah.
Everyone has that opportunity to be my best friend until you just don't treat that position correctly. So
Nah, I feel you.
that's that.
So did you ever have a MySpace?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I dropped a mixtape on MySpace.
For sure. You'd have to. You remember the top four or whatever?
Yeah,
Your top
yeah.
four
I
would
don't
have to
remember
agree,
it.
son.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake owns that, I think now.
Does he? Ah,
I think he bought the whole thing and made it a music platform.
Yeah. Huh. I haven't even like heard of MySpace in forever. Let's see. I guess we'll go with one more from Angelica. She said, "What's your?" Let me see if she has any new ones. She said, "What's your favorite Netflix show?"
Right now, I'm bad with television, but the shows that I have watched recently, of course, Julian and Phantoms, of course, that's a good show. That it's a family show. I watched it with my child. So, but geez, anything that's involved in music is popping. Of course, like the little. I probably sound old for saying this, and I'm only 25. Let me clear that up. Not old at all. What is that show called with the doctors and stuff like that? Grey's Anatomy. I watch all that type of stuff too.
Damn,
like,
you
when I'm
old,
bored.
bro.
Nah, it's just it teaches me a lot of like. It
Is that
teaches
gray
me
hairs?
education. Huh?
I said, is that gray hairs I see?
Nah, no gray hairs. None. I promise. Look, none.
No, that's cool, bro. That's dope. And then I'm 28, bro. So that's just why I'm messing with you. Uh,
So,
let's see. Let's see what else we got. Who do we got on here? Bro, I have to scroll through all these. And I guess we'll go to the bottom because there's too much in the middle. Ruth Lopez Hernandez is asking, who is one of your biggest inspirations?
my son,
Your son?
absolutely.
You want to clarify a little on that?
Yeah, Hassan is my son, and he is everything to me. Xavion is his brother, and that's my son too. Me having a kid, it matured me. It made me realize that life is more important than just partying, popping bottles, and living that type of lifestyle. I had to calm down the moment that I had a child. I was 20 years old. Woke me up, and every time I get in the studio, I think about him. When I go to work, there's a picture of my son right there. I look at my son. It motivates me to get the numbers and everything that I got to do for the job. It just motivates me more and more and more and more and more to be safe and not be a target. Because
Yeah.
when you're out there popping bottles and everything, people see that and they want to target you and they will throw you down quicker than you got up. So just my son is everything to me. I love him. Without him, I wouldn't be here. I mean, without my son, I don't feel like I would be in the position that I'm in right now because he's the reason why I was out there in them streets rapping. He's the reason why I was on the block and freestyling, and the reason why I got selected to be on any shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
Hell yeah.
that.
So, like you said, you know how you said you're a target when you're out there? They might want to throw you down.
Yeah.
And if someone tries to throw you down and you're a little tipsy and wobbly, it's gonna be hard for you to stand back right up, right?
Yeah.
and
Don't
it,
drink. Don't do any of that stuff. It's
and
not worth it.
if you don't take care of yourself, how are you gonna take care of your kids?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
so and you know there's parents out there that can do their
Hmm.
recreational vices. That's fine as long as you're taking care of your child, putting a roof over their head. You do you, but everyone
Yeah.
does it different. Um,
Hmm.
I guess Angelica, you get one more question. What advice do you give new artists? Artists?
Don't stop. Hip hop. The best advice I can give to the world is hip hop. Healthy, independent people helping other people. And what that means is it's not just about you. It's about everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody in your circle, everybody in your movement. Just even if they're not in your movement, push it towards them, push their music. It doesn't take much to double tap somebody else's stuff. It doesn't take much to help the next artist. So the best advice that I have is don't be just stuck on yourself. Focus on everybody else too, because money makes the world go around, but also good energy makes the world go around too. Good connections. You'll never know what I can bring to the table or what you can bring to the table unless we talk.
Yeah, yeah.
So there you go.
And then likewise, for the fans and the people that that support artists or content creators or whatever it is, you too can do the same thing. You can like I said, you can like the videos, you can like the music. If you like his music on
Mm-hmm.
Spotify, it'll help him out.
Okay.
And then just if you share it, that'll help it reach other people. So
Mm-hmm.
everyone's a part of the team. Um, that's it. That's the last question. You gotta go. I'm sorry I kept you here this long.
Nah, it's all good. I want to leave everybody on this note because we're getting ready to go to the studio. So I want to say everybody just show love to Jerry, you know what I mean, and everything he got going on. But one thing that I really, really want to push out there to the world is I'm extremely proud of myself for stepping away from the weed and stepping away from the alcohol. And I just want to tell everybody, I know that us young adults and this generation, everybody wants to turn up and they think it's cool and all that. Experience it and see what it makes you feel like. But I do not advise anyone to do drugs or do alcohol. It's not worth it because in the long run, it hurts your stomach, it hurts your head, and I've never been able to talk so clear and be able to process everything that I say and do until I quit. And I just want to tell the kids, do not do drugs, do not drink. Um, Try to watch your profanity as much as you can, and just keep your head high. And I don't mean high with drugs. I mean just high with reality of life. You know what I mean?
Gotta clarify. Gotta clarify on that. But yeah, and I guess I can add too. try to wait if you're going to want to try any of that. Try to wait till you're 21 at least.
Yeah,
Not just because the whole legal thing, but your brain's still maturing. So
yeah. Take
so
your time. Like,
yeah.
don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth. It's not worth rushing anything. Even you kids out there that are out there like sexually active and doing that stuff like that. Be careful because having a kid is no joke.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or catching
Doing
something is
drugs
no
and stuff
joke.
like that. It's no joke. So
Yeah.
just be careful and very mindful of your life.
Be careful, be safe. You know?
Yeah.
Yes, with everything you do in life, both those things are
Hmm.
good, right? So,
Absolutely.
so here's your chance to go ahead and share your platforms. Any socials, Spotify, whatever, where we can find you. That way they can
Yeah.
connect with you.
All you guys got to do is go on Google and type in KingVibe, and what that is King Vibe. Once you type that in, you'll see my panel on there with all my music, from my United Masters. On top of that, from my distro kid and my distribution companies that I push the music out. Also, you guys can go to Blanca's page and check out all the wonderful artists that she has. Tilo, all the homies and everybody, they all got good music, and she has a couple of different platforms that she's working on to push artists too. So just follow my Instagram at YoungKV, YUNGKV. Um, even add my Facebook. Why not? You know what I mean? Which is YoungKV, YUNGKV. And just follow and support. If you follow me, I follow back. If you support me, I support you. If you don't support me, I still support you. That's just the type of guy I am. So
Hell yeah. So everyone, give him a big round of applause.
thank you.
King Vibe, you're dope. I'm gonna take the spotlight for one quick second, then I'll let you go.
All
So,
right.
like I said, awesome guest. I had a good time. This went by fast. But for anybody watching, please hit like, please subscribe, and please share. You hit like I said, it boosts my video up. If you subscribe, I mean, that's dope. It boosts me up even more. And sharing helps this get around. I'm still fairly new, so the more people that hear this, the more chance I have of viewing. Um, the Why Not Me podcast, live Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every once in a while, it might change because the guests can't make it that time. They got to come in later or they got to come in the next day. I'll let you guys know. But I appreciate everyone that's following me. In the description, I'll have the links. I'll have the links to my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Even though you're on here, my other podcast I have with Matt, top 3 views. We just talk about stuff during the week, and I'll have all his socials down below. That way you can follow King Vibe as well. And I appreciate you all for coming on here. Ruth Lopez Hernandez, Angelica Santiago, Madison Reyes, Puget Sounds. They said Vibes the GOAT. Laura Mendoza, Daisy Mendoza, Steven Rios. If I miss you, I'm sorry. Sky's the limit. I'm just scrolling. The real Matt Murdock. I mean, Precious Figura. You guys didn't have to waste your time coming on here. Unknown. Shout out to Unknown. But like I said, you guys chose to spend time with me and King Vibe. That's all we can ask, whether it be his music or art, my platform. Uh,
Definitely.
I think it's great. That's one reason why I like doing it live is because we get to interact with everyone. But I'm gonna let King Vibe go. They're probably gonna hit him once he gets in that studio.
Nah, my boy, he's waiting right here. So I'll highlight you guys. Thank y'all for having me on, man. And I'll inbox you. Let's talk more tonight.
For sure, man. I'm gonna go ahead and close
All
this
right.
out. Latest.